Hello. Welcome to session 43 question mark of Weir of Adynn. I can't fucking remember. Every time I forget. Every time.
It is 43.
It is 43. Good to know. We are missing a player currently. We don't know whether or not he'll be turning up this session, but for the time being, we're assuming not. Just Sarah, would you like to give us a rundown of what happened last session?
Fuck yeah, I can.
Oh, unless anyone else wants to and gets inspiration.
Anyone else is free to. You want to do it, Selena, or not? No. Okay. Okay. So in the last session we were talking about what Tithe is, and basically what Tithe is that they have to give a bunch of gold to these things called the Cloud Giants, and basically if they don't pay the Cloud Giants, all the gems and stones that the dwarves have found turn to dust. So that fucking sucks. We make it our way to the market. And there's Doris the tea seller who starts making tea for everyone. There's a man selling black cookies, which are called doomsday cookies, which tell you how you will die. Heliodor gets so cold, and if you die that way, you get a scroll of revivify upon your death. Karik gets vainglorious, you stumble, entranced by your own reflection, and Estella gets your fiery passions burn hot. Thumb gets the crushing weight of the world is too much. Oh, little boy. We go to the magic jewelry. Get smooshed. We go to the magic jewelry place hosted by the Feldspars, which is Heliodor's family. There's Mugok, Garnet, and Ametrine. Yeah. And we get Karik gets the Ring of Doodles, and he orders 2 more for his kids to fuck around. He also gets the Ring of Mind Shielding, and the bands of Lost and Found to place on Estella because they keep fucking running off.
Yep.
And he also gets
that wasn't the original reason, but I mean that works as well.
And Heliodor gets a brooch with the sigil of a mountain. And we go to Lanthanaim. Close. Lanthanaim. Who's a blacksmith to get some cool shit. I get the golden armor of cool shit.
The golden armor of cool shit, I see.
Yeah. I buy that, and then there's loads of flammable arrows and shit. Vines that are ammunition, and mind piercers, ice arrows, smoking arrows, all that shit. Basically, Karik is coming. In
a variety of ways.
And Heliodor gets the Mace of Obligation after showing off his dumb truck arse for 1,000 gold. He rolled a nat 20 on his arse roll. Amazing. And so the party move on, and Estella speaks to Laz when he is in his dwarf form. I choose whatever form makes my customers feel comfortable, is what he says, because he's a sussy backer.
Y'all really hate this man, huh?
Dickhead. Estella smokes the shisha pipe, and they see a vision called Adynn's Root that gives visions of the future. And then he starts going through all this other shit that he's selling, like the charlatan's wardrobe, hand of the master, Numat's spell tubes, coloured chalk, essences of rage, the bottled abyss, spell recovery, all that shit. And Heliodor eats a sweet that can see possession in invisible creatures. Estella eats a sweet and a crow lands in them until a bunch of crows turn up. And they take the charlatan's wardrobe and the spell recovery potions. We get a piece of red chalk with a rune to cast sending, which is very pogs. And Estella gives Laz this locket that Estella found in the mines, and he eats it like a fucking weirdo because apparently he eats sentimental things to replenish his power. So basically, he's using Estella to get all these sentimental items that are, you know, important to families. He eats them. Is like, yeah, good soup.
Hey, they're dead already. It's not like they need it.
Fuck you. And then he starts basically saying to Estella, "Hey, yo, Dracera, if is gonna drag you into bullshit, you're gonna die." And Dracera and Laz have a confrontation about, you know, Laz being a selfish prick and fuck you. Dracera gets drunk for the first time, and a brawl begins at the tavern, and Dracera is dragged away by Estella. Heliodor gets into a massive brawl, and then we all go to bed, and we all have really fucky dreams. So Heliodor dreams off about very rhythmic footsteps. Estella dreams of moss and greenery, wakes up feeling peaceful. Karik has a lingering sense of dread, and he feels watched by someone. And Dracera dreams about the stars, but awakens feeling tired. And that is what happened. It's a shopping episode. We love it. We love to see it.
We love to see it. Grand. Take that inspiration. Just note it down.
Yeah, baby.
It is open to the rest of the players if they want to recap rather than Gab's doing it, but...
Oh, I don't mind, Rare.
I don't mind. Yeah, I know you don't, Miss Note Taker.
Yeah, Miss Law Universe.
So, we join the party again as you guys are waking up the next morning. It's the day of the Tithe, and it sounds like from outside everything is very busy, everyone's hauling ass, trying to get shit sorted. What are you up to? I assume you're in your respective rooms.
Well, Dracera's probably hungover. Should I roll for hangover?
Yeah, go on then. Roll me a con check. Go on me a con check.
I think Estella stayed in Dracera's room just to check up on her.
Oh my god, he's
here!
Hi, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
Today's been hell. Uni submissions are on the way, and
oh, I figured it might have been uni stuff. Don't worry about it. It's cool.
Oh,
the only thing you've missed is Gabby's incredible recap.
Oh damn!
So the party have just woken up. Currently, we're with Estella and Dracera and Karik. You are in the manor with Mare and Thumb. But yeah. So Dracera, what did you roll for your con for your hangover?
7.
A 7. You wake up. Estella is in the room with you because they decided to keep an eye on you. You have a banging headache. Some of your leaves are kind of wilted, a little watery. You feel very kind of.
Water, water, please, please. Oh god.
Oh yeah. I'll get you water.
Let me do this.
We've all been there.
Yeah, God.
Yeah, Estella's gonna run out and find some water. Get some from that lake and just throw it at them.
You said you were just going to drag them out and throw them in the lake.
I could do that too.
Yeah, drag them out.
You need a bath as it is, bitch.
Are they actually throwing it at Dracera or?
No, I think that they're gonna get them like a cup of water. With the
Dracera's just gonna splash her face with it.
Okay, cool. You would have done that anyway. Alright.
Yeah.
Okay, you feeling good?
No.
I mean, yeah, you did stick your arm in alcohol. Like your entire arm.
Please don't remind me.
Okay, well.
Okay, thank you.
Can you stand?
I don't know. Can I try to stand?
Oh.
I mean, you can get up. Like, nothing's stopping you from getting up. You just feel very sick.
Yeah, do plants grow up?
I don't want to find out.
That's a good plan.
Is there more water, please?
The little lake outside, there's more water.
Oh, brilliant. Oh my
Just gonna go
gosh.
lay in the
I mean, just
river.
I'm just gonna go
Yeah.
lay. She's gonna like, you know when what was it called when you starfish on the water?
Dead man's float.
Starfishing underwater.
You dead man's float on the top of the water.
Yeah, essentially.
Are you still wearing your clothes as you do that?
Yes.
Okay. So you're not like arse naked, just
No.
in the drinking supply.
No, she
Nice.
just sort of like zombie walks into the water and begins floating.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Return to ocean.
Kareek, what are you up to? You kind of look out the window and you swear for a second you just see like Dracero for a moment face down in the water, just not doing anything.
He's kinda stood or sat there thinking. He's got a lingering sense of dread right now. So he's like, "Is this how we're going?"
You wake up
What we done?
feeling bad, and then you look out the window and you swear to God that you think Sarah's dead in the water.
Oh my god, he's hanging himself.
Oh my God!
Oh.
Oh my God!
He's
Wow.
just stood and like looking at the window, just like, what?
Has a full breakdown.
He
Stella's
just
watching.
slowly closes the curtains and just goes back to bed. It's like, this will end some point.
Stella's watching down the Dracera float, just sees Kareek and gives him a thumbs up.
She's not dead.
On the outside, I get on the outside, it's like, he gives like a very slow nod and closes the curtains back up for going back to bed.
That's fair.
Whilst you guys are doing that, Heliodor, roll me a con check.
Oh God. Hold on, let me get an online dice roller because I've left all my dice downstairs. D20 plus things. Oh Jesus. Hold on, wait. Oh wait, I can do it on here. Ha 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 ha. Roll to everyone, sure. What do I get? Oof. Oh, it's so close. Con save.
Con check, just flat con.
Con check. Oh, okay. That's 6.
Oh, so
The dwarf is not doing good.
no, you had quite a lot to drink last night, paired
Brought
with
two-
getting hit in the head quite a few times. Thumb,
Hey.
as you wake up, is sat staring directly at you on the pillow opposite you.
Oh. Hi.
He just waves at you.
I did not realize I'd be waking up with a mushroom today. Do you eat?
He slaps his little hand across where his mouth would be.
Okay. Do you want? Oh God. Gods above. I need a greasy breakfast. I think Heliodor is either. No, he's too lazy. He will kind of like roll out of bed and like put on like this silk dressing gown and will go wandering through the house looking for a servant. Like, oi, I need breakfast, greasy breakfast. Get me now.
You're able to find someone pretty quickly, and it seems like the rest of the house is practically empty because everyone is out and prepping for Tithe later today.
Oh shit! Tithe! Fuck! And immediately it's like gets the same same sound. It's like, no, get me hangover cures now. It's anything. And I like charcoal and clay. I don't care. Something.
The poor servant looks like okay, like panicked screaming, makes you as quick a greasy breakfast in like a big glass of water for you.
Nice.
Put something in the water that kind of fizzes that should help you with the headache.
We love alchemists.
You check as you're kind of snarfing food. You kind of check the time, and the timepiece on the wall says that it's about 9 o'clock, and Tithe is meant to start at midday.
Good. Okay. Good. You look at the servant again.
It's just like the poor kids, just like they're like a young dwarf. Like their beard's not quite fully come in yet. This is kind of like their weekend job.
Nice.
They're kind of looking at you like, yeah.
I need you to send a message to my guests over in the guest quarter, and invite them over here. I need to give them some explanations and just go fetch them, please, or get someone to send a message to bring her here. Oh, God.
The servant kind of rushes out of the room, and you're left with Thumb, who's sat on the table kind of staring at the meal as you eat.
Do you want something to play with? Hold on.
Oh no.
And finds like I think like probably on one of the shelves, goes in one of the room he's in, there's probably like there's a little like one of those puzzle boxes that doesn't have a clear way of opening, and you
oh yeah,
figure it
like
out.
the little wooden ones, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like a little metal jewelry one, like it's been made by like a feldspar down the line somewhere, and like brings it over and puts it down in front of Thumb and goes, try and figure out how to open it. You can't smash it open. You got to figure out how all the bits slide apart.
Okay, so he picks it up,
oh God,
and just starts kind of looking at it, kind of turning it over. He seems very focused.
Nice.
Unlike a toddler who would smash it into the floor, he is actually trying to work it out. So he's
Nice.
kind of sat there and distracted.
Perfect.
The rest of you, Dracera, and Estella especially, because you guys are already outside. It's about 20 minutes passes before Oak, the kind of white-haired dwarf you met yesterday, who is the druidic brother of Heliodor, comes kind of padding over and taps Estella on the shoulder. It's like, my brother wants to meet you on the estate. If you're, is she okay? Kind of points at Dracera.
Well, they're gonna sign saying they're okay. They're having a job.
Okay.
Making free tea.
Making free tea. Yeah, if you could, I could take you guys over to the estate when you're ready.
Yeah, that. Thank you. I will get everyone ready because one is sleeping again and one is drowning itself. But yeah.
You said they were okay. Are they
They're fine.
alright?
They're fine. They just absorb water everywhere, but also drowning.
Very interesting. He just seems to be staring at Dracera like plant.
Yeah, they're like a moving flower.
You just hear kind of this contented hum. Are you gonna go wake Creek up?
Yep.
Okay.
Creek! Just banging on the door.
Bang 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 bang.
Open up the door. He's jumped out his bed. He's got his bow, fucking arrow loaded on it.
Oh, frazzled Spider-Man.
You good?
You could have been a bit politer about that.
Sorry, I felt like I needed to be in a rush. We need to leave.
Oh, okay. Is that thing today, is not?
Yeah,
Okay,
we need
okay,
to see Heliodor.
Gail, give 2 minutes. I will just grab a few things.
Okay,
love
2 minutes exactly. Or else I'm gonna bang you.
No, he's just like he's grabbing his bag, gathering up his things, and then coming out.
I love the idea of Creek being woken up by loud subtitles.
Spanish yelling. Or is it Portuguese yelling? Even better.
Fries in Portuguese.
Dios mío!
Excuse me?
Stop appropriating, Jack. Jesus.
Coming for you, who's been appropriating that fucking bastard.
Yeah, I'm not looking at Heliodor at all. Okay. Well.
I mean, but
Right now, Perry's fucking listening.
Alright. You guys all meet up outside. Dracera, how you feeling, bud?
I think she feels a little bit better after
Soaking
like
up some water.
yeah, and just basically leaking alcohol into the water.
there are now
Replace.
drunk
Or
fish.
osmosis, you know.
Oh, you
Um,
poisoned the water!
Poison the water.
She's poisoning the water supply.
Cleo.
Cleo, no.
Condensation.
Cleo.
Condensation, Cleo.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Fuck's
So
sake.
yeah, she's feeling a bit better.
Okay.
She'd probably spend another like hour in there, but you know, she's just very damp now.
Grand. Are you're just walking soaked through the middle of town?
Yes.
Okay, so the three of you are led. You notice that Thumb's not with you. Which is surprising, because Thumb is usually glued to Estella's hip. But after having spent the night brawling with Heliodor, he seems to have probably, very likely, gone home with him. It doesn't take you very long, maybe a good sort of 25 minutes to walk from your accommodation to the Feldspar estate, which is built into the walls of the cave. Very grandiose, very beautifully carved, very small. If it weren't for the fact that all of you are pretty short, apart from Estella who's starting to kind of outgrow the rest of you, Estella kind of has to duck under a couple of doors, because this is built for dwarves, and dwarves are typically quite short.
Hi.
But you're welcomed in. You see Heliodor sat on the table, or sat at the table, with Thumb on the table. Heliodor in this silk robe with an empty plate.
I think just chugging the last of his water, like, oh. Hi, morning.
Morning.
You had a good night.
Oh, I did. There's one point where Lance just picked this guy up and put his head through the bar. It was amazing. So good. Oh, he's gonna have to pay a lot of money for the damages. So, anyway, welcome. Hi. It's Tithe today, as I'm sure you're aware. Oh God.
How do you do this?
Okay, so you don't necessarily have to give to the tithe if you don't want to, because you're not members of the city, you're guests. You can if you like. It should be pretty clear when you need to do that if you want to do that. Oh boy. The families kind of sit in groupings. I've never brought guests before, so I don't know whether you should sit with me or no. Because we'll be sat basically next to the throne. It's lots of tradition. Please be mindful of that before you try and tear down any more of my culture.
I think I joined in on the culture.
Nice. Thank you.
As this headache, is that a part of your culture?
I mean, quite often, yeah. Especially when you're at the tavern. No, right. Sorry. So basically, at midday, we need to be at the offering bowl. If you want to be in the bleachers, by all means. But if you want to be up with me and the Feldspas, please come join. And if you'd like to pay your tithe, that's cool too. I actually need to find my tithe.
Oh god.
Oh no, I've already paid my tithe. It's fine. I gave my tithe to my mother. It's fine.
If not mind asking, how much do you normally pay in tithe?
Oh, I said roughly about 10% of your earnings for the year.
It's like the government taking your tax if you're self-employed.
Yeah.
What is tax?
Oh, honey.
Okay.
No, we'll leave that out of the fantasy world.
I can't explain how the city runs to you in the 3 hours we've got. Sorry.
Instead, it effectively means you have 3 hours to kill. If you want to do anything prior to the tithe, you can do.
Oh, dwarf hunting, that sounds fun.
Oh my god.
We could go to the library.
The library.
The library.
Aye, the library is a good place to go. Very nice, very pretty. Also full of brilliant knowledge. Hold on, as I just... Oops, I've forgotten what it's called. Hold on. Leveled. Oh, the Library of the Deep Stone is where we could go. It's very nice. Spent a lot of hours in there.
Found anything good?
Oh, aye, lots of stuff pertaining to my work, and especially the Great Automata as well. Did have to get some things delivered in about some things because obviously one library doesn't have everything.
Mm-hmm.
But aye, it's a very nice place. Do you want to go? I still need to. Oh, actually, I need to go to the mines at some point.
I mean, we can go to the library if you need to go to the mines.
Aye, it's just for a quick thing. It shouldn't be too long, but I can come join you in the library after I've done that.
Yeah, that sounds okay.
Brilliant. If you... sorry, no, I'm good. Okay.
No one throw up, please.
I know, no, I pride myself on holding my stomach. He just kind of like grabs his tummy through the silk robe, like,
So he says it and just vomits on the shoe.
Oh, no.
Actually, they're pink fluffy slippers.
I think you might need new slippers.
Aye, probably. But welcome to my home, by the way.
It's an honor to be here.
You also feel like death, I see.
How do you do this to yourself routinely?
Basically, what you do is in the morning afterwards, when you feel like shit, you drink more. Because...
Hair of the dog.
Aye, that one, thank you. Thank you, servant. Hair of the dog.
Yeah, the servant's in the corner, like, cleaning up, and he's just very quietly listening in.
Why do dogs have anything to do with this?
Honestly, I have no idea, but it's just what it's called. It can be helpful. Just drink more booze. I generally, while I'm here, just keep it a kind of topped off level of drunk.
I think if I smell any more booze, the leaves on my hair are going to wither and fall off.
That's fair enough.
Okay, so anyway, library, mines, yeah. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
that's doable.
Alright, so, you guys are heading out to the library on your own, and then Heliodor is meeting you.
Heliodor's gonna get changed, walk them to the the library, and then go up to the mines, because the mines are the next to the guest quarters behind the library. So he's gonna do a bimble with them.
A bimble.
But he
Bimble bumble.
A bimble bumble. Gets into some nice clothes, some finer clothes that are in it, seem to have been in the cupboard. Very nice, kind of deep blues, reds and greens. Very pretty, but a little bit squiffed because he's not feeling great, and he's got a pair of like dark goggles on.
He's just trying to keep the light out, man.
There's not much light down here, but I still need it.
It's green. Green light is
Green light is
just makes you feel even more sick. So as you make your way down to back the way you came, effectively towards the library, I believe. Just a second. I need to get something up reference-wise. Okay.
Sorry, there's a freaking helicopter going over repeatedly. I think someone's committed bad crime.
Oh no.
Ooh, fun.
Bad crime.
There's music here. Someone
Yeah, the last time
having a
this
good
happened, it was
time.
because a guy stole a baby, so you know.
Stuff.
Drama!
Drama.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes.
So you guys arrive at the Library of the Deepstone. Outside is a sort of a gigantic natural structure of crystal. Bright green, as it is lit and powered by the fey magic that inhabits this realm. The outside of it is mostly sort of stone brick, with metal accents. It seems sort of like there may be a few workshops or private studies in here, considering there's quite a few pipes just sort of poking up into the sky from at the top of it. And the back section is a section of almost entirely glass. It's enough to make up for the lack of light that may be getting inside here. It seems like it might be quite a dim place, considering it's a big, heavy building of stone. Yeah, you're welcome to just kind of walk in when you want. Heliodor bids you a sort of short farewell. Are you taking Mare with you?
Yeah, I'll take Mare with me.
Okay.
We'll have collected up kind of a bag of stuff from the house as well to take up with him.
Okay. So Heliodor heads off.
Have fun, it's very nice. Don't be too loud, please. Remember, I'm liable for you.
You know.
So, as you guys walk in, if you scroll out of the screen of the map a slight, you should be able to go to the left and see what the inside of the library looks like.
Oh, very green.
Green.
Yeah, that's what the whole city's lit up with, right?
Yeah,
Like the whole place is that kind of green.
that kind of green everywhere.
It's gonna be colorblind once we exit this place.
Blue.
Sorry guys, can you actually hear this helicopter? Like,
No.
right on.
Well,
Now we
I-
can.
wait.
Got just
Yeah,
got a
when I'm
little-
talking, you can. What the fuck is going on? Anyway, don't worry.
Is there anything you guys are looking for as you enter? You're met with this gigantic central hallway, lined with desks, books in huge kind of almost like corridors that leave off of the central hallway, in long strips.
Creek would like to know if there's a section in Sylvan.
Not
you read
entirely in
Sylvan?
Sylvan.
So much knowledge, so little I can understand.
Maybe you should have gotten that comprehend languages circlet.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking just then.
I can help you with that.
Do you have a comprehend languages spell?
Yeah,
Do you?
I do.
You fucking legend. Okay.
I believe
Right,
is it
well-
a self spell or can you cast it on someone else?
Wait, let me check that. Self.
Okay.
I'll translate.
You'd have to just read it to Kari.
In fact, doesn't Esther speak Sylvan?
I do.
So we need to anyway.
I mean, even if there's anything in Dwarvish or something like that, like you can just wait for Heliodor to get back. But what I was thinking was, the things I'm interested in are the cloud giants and seeing if there's anything written about the keys.
Okay. Because this is unlike the Arda library where you are an employee. Here you are a guest, and you are kind of on your own when it comes to looking for this kind of information. I'm gonna need you to roll me an investigation check, and depending on how high you roll, depends on how much information you get.
Okay, so who wants to do? Ah! Who wants to do?
Oh my god!
Okay.
You good?
Yeah, never better. Who wants to look for key shit and who wants to look for cloud giant shit?
I'll look for the
Well, that'll need
keys.
That'll need to be used to because Karuk can't read anything.
I know.
to see
Yeah,
what
that's right.
anything is.
I wasn't going to suggest a third thing because Karik would be like, yes, these words are made of words.
These words are made of words.
So, you want to do keys? I'll do cloud giants.
Okay.
Okay,
Probably
both
for the
of you
best.
roll me an investigation check.
Fucking tables.
That drawings.
I'm gonna use my my thingy, my good girl bonus.
Oh, your inspiration. Alright.
I swear to God. I got the exact same thing. Would kill myself.
No.
What did you guys roll?
7.
7
23.
and 23. So, which one were you looking for again, Estella? The keys?
The keys.
Okay. Looking into it, it seems like there isn't a massive amount of information that can be found on specifically the keys. But there is information to be found on the Titans, because the keys are an aspect of the Titans that were never researched, because a lot of their sort of power and knowledge was lost after the reconstruction. So sort of there is hearsay, but pretty much only that. So any information that you have, I'm going to open up your knowledge sheet and have a look at what you do already know, if you know anything. Whilst I'm doing that, Heliodor, do you want to explain what you're up to?
Okay, yeah, so Heliodor is kind of makes his way up up the stone steps and slopes, passing cart tracks and people waving, stopping for idle chatter, but kind of makes his way up, and as he goes further and further up the side of the cavern wall, he kind of less and less people are around, and this is a less and less used section of mine. As he comes to an archway or an entrance into a tunnel that has completely collapsed, but around the collapsed entrance there are beautiful scrollings in Dwarvish, and at the top above it there are two profiles of two dwarves facing each other, one male, one female, and in the center is a kind of softly glowing uncut white gemstone of some description. And the writing in Dwarvish for the audience is in honor of Orion and Zircon Feldspar, those who fell for their craft. And Heliodor kind of takes a seat in front of it and puts down a bowl and puts in some incense and lights it. and basically just has like a little picnic by this basically memorial to his grandparents. Looking out over the city, eats a sandwich, and kind of just quietly sits and feels and exists by this structure, and probably stays there for about 15 minutes, half an hour, and then heads back down. The whole trip probably took like an hour because like I feels like it's a long walk up to this memorial.
Yeah, it's quite a trek because you have to kind of make a couple of detours around. It's not super easy to get to from where you were stood. So it's not only you spending your time there, it's kind of making the trek up there, blah blah blah. Mayor just sits quietly with you as you hold your simple tribute, but simple is enough. And you make your way back down. As you wander back in, the first person you find is Kuri, who's looking a bit like, I don't know where to go.
Oh, I'm in the library.
Yeah.
Are you alright?
Hello, Heliodor. Kale, I can't read.
Oh, okay.
At least I can't read Selran. He's more specific.
You can read Selran or you can't read Selran?
I cannot read
Oh.
Selran.
Okay. What can you read anything? Or is it
Sylvan.
Oh, interesting. I'm pretty sure there's some Sylvan stuff. If you want to read, pretty sure there's a book of legends somewhere in here. Just like folklore kind of stuff.
Okay. I was I think last library I was in was much smaller than this one. He's like looking around everything. Yeah, it was a lot smaller than this one.
Yeah, they did kind of go overboard with the amount of books, but I.
The last time I remember, I was wanted to look for anything on cooking, making food and such.
I mean, I can read one to you if you like. We can find a cookbook and I can read it to you.
Oh, that would actually be quite helpful.
Wonderful. What kind of cooking do you want? Do you want meat? Do you want kind of baking? Do you want dinners, breakfast? Anything particular?
Anything really. Yes,
Okay.
I kind of want to. I mean, I'm normally one who makes food for everyone while we are traveling. I just want to make things I know a bit more than basics, but is more I don't know exactly how to do. I have seen a lot of food here and other places that I have absolutely no idea on how would have been made.
Okay. Interesting. I have a better idea. I have a better idea. I'll still read you cookbook, but I have a better idea.
Okay.
Are you alright with surprises?
I can do okay with surprises as long as it's not rapidly banging on the door while I'm asleep kind of surprise.
That is an oddly specific. That's just oddly specific. No, no, it's not like. No, it's it'd be a nice surprise. After the tithe, I'll take you somewhere.
Thank you.
Nice.
It's very kind of you.
Wonderful. Okay, right, let's go have a look for a cookbook, and I think Heliodor is probably gonna look for a like a feasting one, like feast foods.
Okay.
So like roast hogs and but it's also like boiled potatoes and cured hams and stuff.
Dwarven recipes. So that Karika often kind of forages to make food, which is very common for Dwarven food as well. So the cooking styles tend to match up quite a lot. Because you're quite familiar with the library, you are able to find something like this and read it out to him, and he translates it into sort of a couple of sylvan recipes that he writes down and keeps on his person. So a few different stews, kind of the bread that you were having last night, and a vague recipe for the cheese. Not that you would be able to make much out of that.
You know what? You need this one, Curry, and like puts down one, and it's roast Brussels sprouts with bacon bits.
Ooh,
this one's one you need to learn.
That's pretty
this
fire.
is good.
it's pretty fucking bomb.
Okay. In fact, you said about the bread.
The bread's
How
good.
is? I'll say you'll probably get quite interested in that because it's like, I don't think it's something he would have had before, like coming to Ada or anywhere else. So it's like how that it is. It's really nice. How is made? Like,
So the bread.
Which bread was it?
It was stone bread, which is made of lichen flour. So you explain to him that lichen flour is kind of it's a species of lichen that is found underground, that is ground down into a flour, which it's got a very unique flavour that dwarves tend to like. But the bread kind of gets its name from its very hard crust and sort of a dark outer layer. It's like a crusty bread, mildly leavened, quite heavy in texture, and preserves very, very well because it's kind of hard to preserve things down here. It's a common bread used in most dwarven communities, but it's sort of like you have it as a side dish to everything else. It's almost always present, and it's often used for rations.
It is a delivery system of food.
Yes, very much so.
Like tortillas. Like that is so you can put everything in a thing and deliver it to your mouth.
What is a tortilla?
Oh, that's a kind of more of an elvish thing. You basically spread some bread dough really thin, and it makes like a circle, and you can like fill it with
circle
stuff.
bread.
It's circle bread, but really, really thin and floppy. It's very good.
Whilst you guys are discussing bread recipes, Sarah, I believe you rolled, what was it, a 7?
Yes.
Okay, so scouring around, a lot of the books you find are in Dwarvish. You're able to find one in Sauron, so that you can actually read it. And the information that you get is the cloud giants of the Cumulostratus are a race of quite secretive people, varying from 7 to 20 feet in height. They are not visible from Sif, but if you look up from the ring, you can occasionally see them roaming on the clouds that separate the ring from the planet. They are the chosen of Sarsin, protector of the wind. It is in great rarity that they ever interact with the mortal populace and live for a few centuries at most. Categorized by their height and their hairless, white-grey bodies, they are often genderless creatures that tend the sky on behalf of the wind god. I've put that information in your whispers just so you don't have to scout to write that down.
Damn, nice.
I was trying to write it down, but I couldn't.
I got you.
I didn't know how to spell anyway.
Kumbaya.
Kumbaya.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I think while we're talking about recipes, we'll spot Dracera and be like, What are they looking for? And I look at Craig. What are they after?
He kind of just like just sort of looked down at his chest.
They're looking for your nipples. What?
No, it's like where the amulet
The
is
amulet.
on the nipples.
Oh, that. Oh, okay. Oh.
I've given the information that Estella would obtain about the Titans into their whispers. On average, it tends to just be information about the first construction, when the World Weaver came to be and built Sif, because that's when the automata were last present alive on this planet. So you have Envoy, Titan of the Visionary. You have a Herald, Titan of the Living, and Augur, Titan of the Arcane. And the three each had very specific duties in which to help the World Weaver bring the world into being. And after a few hundred years, she then dismantled them to avoid mortals using them for selfish means. Fantastic.
And Heliodor, I think Heliodor will come over and be like, that's a good book. See, I told you cloud giants are real.
I didn't doubt they were real. I just wanted to know a bit more about them.
Oh, fair. No, what? You're reading a kid's book.
What? What?
That's one of the stories for the younger ones about them. But if that's what you want to read, fair enough.
She like looked at him and looks back down at it, and she's like, "What?"
Like the Hangover's doing her dirty, man.
The easy to pronounce words and everything, and it just makes it that very easy.
It's full of lots of pictures. Hi. But yeah. Where's Estella gone?
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go pop to the loo. So keep kind of nattering amongst yourself.
Where's Estella gone? Estella!
They're looking.
Oh, sorry.
Whoa.
They're looking for other information.
Ooh,
Yeah, they're probably like on the top of a ladder, just reading a book.
nice.
Just gives a little wave.
Waves back. Ah, nice. Ooh. Do you wanna grab lunch in the market before we go to the Tithe?
I think I could probably go for something to eat.
Have you eaten anything yet?
Oh, I had some water.
That's not eating.
Well, I don't really. If I have sunlight and water, I don't really need to eat.
Oh, okay.
I can eat green stuff though, and I found out I can eat bread, which is nice.
Nice. Have you tried meat, or are you in any way interested in that?
I can't. I think it would be a bad idea.
Okay then, cool. In which case, I'm
Veggie
pretty sure.
recipes.
Vegan.
The only thing I can think of right now is Stardew Valley, and just Dracera turns into the jerky tree.
Oh my god.
It just starts growing like beef jerky.
I'm pretty sure there's a stall that does imported rice and vegetable dishes. Maybe if you want to have a look at that.
Ooh, that sounds nice. As long as I well, I don't want to know what happens to plants when we get hungover. So
I mean,
hopefully,
I'm pretty sure you've found out, haven't you?
well, I
You
don't know
feel like
if I can be
shit.
sick.
Oh, what would you be sick? Ugh.
If I eat anything solid. Let's just.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Okay. Okay.
Everyone roll a
Yeah,
perception
go.
check.
No.
Yo. Oh yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Oh wait,
Let's
hold on.
run, let's
Can
go.
I click on the thing to do
Oh,
it?
we're getting
You can
dog shit
roll
rolls today.
in table plot.
Oh. I got a 12. I'm sorry.
9.
That's a dirty
4. Oh, thank you, Karik.
Thank you.
9, 12, 4, and a dirty 20. Okay.
The 4 genders.
Probably because Karik isn't reading as intensely as everyone else, considering that he's just kind of looking at the pictures on the page.
Being read too.
you out of the corner of one of your many eyes, catch the Dryar from the council enter the library.
He kind of looks up and like gives Heliodor a little nudge, so he's probably still next to him.
Aye.
Is that not the Dryar from the council? Yes,
Aye. Oran Drawhild. People call him Oran.
Okay.
He seems to be looking for someone.
Oran!
You get immediately, you just hear a wave of people going, shh.
Hey, fuck off.
You told us to be quiet.
I know, because you represent me. I represent myself, so that's fine.
If I'm fucking up, I'm doing it on my terms.
Does Oran look over?
Yeah, Oren looks at you and kind of lifts a hand.
And give a gesture to come over.
They kind of plod over. They are shoeless, as they seem to be more comfortable not wearing shoes. The kind of dark brown grey tone of their skin and the gold seems to sparkle in this light. And they don't blink, similarly to how Dracera kind of doesn't really blink either. Expressionless comes over to you, though their body language reads that they're happy to see you.
Hello, how you doing?
Busy, very busy.
Aye, 'tis Tithe.
You haven't seen the one that looks like me anywhere, have you?
Oh, Dracera?
I'm sorry, I forgot her name.
I know that's fine. Dracera's over there, and she's reading the she's reading the kids' book about the cloud giants.
Kind of pulls a bit of a face as much as he can, and just like, well, I wouldn't expect her to be able to read Dwarvish.
I'd be surprised. I found a surprising amount of people who can read Dwarvish, but you know it's fair. Do you want me to introduce you? This is Karik, by the way, as well.
Hello.
Hi. Sorry about yesterday. It was a bit hectic.
No worries. It's fine.
I understand we were. It was not the most of polite entrances or timings.
It's fine. The matron just doesn't like to be interrupted. It could have been much louder and angrier. I think it helps that Heliodor was
She's
with
my
you.
gran.
Yeah.
I get away with all sorts of shit. But this way, and we'll plod over to Dracera. Dracera, I have someone who'd like to meet you.
Oh, and
Step
she
to one
turns
side.
around and sees this Oren and just shuts the book quickly. It's like, shit. It's like, closes the book and stands up to meet him.
Stands on the book.
Don't look at it!
There's a colouring section in the back you're having a look at.
One of those freaking, what are they, the little mazes at the back as well?
Oh, yeah.
It's a cereal box.
It's a cereal box.
Yeah,
It's got like a connect the dots on it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Of a cloud giant.
They're called cloud puffs.
Oh god.
I hate
Oh, maybe that's a business model.
Oh my god.
Heliodor begins writing.
Oren, wasn't it?
Yes, kind of. It looks like he wants to greet you as most other people do, which is a shake of the hand, but seems kind of awkward about it. As if like you, the whole handshaking thing is kind of a new concept. He doesn't really do that, but he's like he offers you a hand anyway. Dracera, yes.
We can greet each other as Druria if you wish.
He kind of looks at Heliodor as if like he's trying not to be awkward. But...
Heliodor kind of thumbs up and goes, I'm gonna go find another cookbook to read. And he turns around to leave them to it. Goes and finds Karik. It's like, hey, let's go find a book. They're gonna have a conversation.
Okay. Let's see more bread.
Let's find like pastries.
So the two of you go rummaging off. Oren takes one of your hands and kind of holds it between the two of you, and you kind of touch foreheads, and he does his best to close his eyes with the kind of film that he blinks with. And that's about the best you're going to get of him closing his eyes. Before stepping back, he's like, I've never seen another person like me.
I never did until I ventured out. And now I've seen quite a few of us.
There's more of us?
Yes, I met some of the ocean Druria, and I've seen 2 other like us.
I've heard about Amon's boys, but I've never met them.
They're young, and yeah, the meeting didn't go so great, but yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you.
What brings you here?
I work with Arda. Heliodor brought us here, and we're just trying to follow the leads to do the hunt. Brain blank. Hang on.
Harbingers.
There we go. That was like the Hunters to Helios, and then there's the other ones that are very, very important.
There's a lot of different people you could have mentioned there.
Yeah, so many. We're following a lead on the Harbingers.
Is that what you want? Is that you chose to do that? You weren't made to.
Well, no, my patron wanted me to do this, and I wanted to do it too.
You kind of find somewhere to sit down next to you. You're about the same height. It is very strange for him to be in the presence of another Druria. He kind of puts his hands awkwardly in his lap. And your patron told you to leave.
Well, he knew I always wanted to leave, and that's what I'm here to do, is to try and get more involved in the outside world.
What's it like?
Well, it's rough. People are very judgmental, as you can guess, but it's very different. There's so many different places, like the Underdark we ventured to the different forests and different climates. It's hard, but it's beautiful at the same time.
He kind of nods. He seems very intent listening to you.
Who is your patron?
The merchant.
She like stiffens up.
That's why I'm here.
I see.
It's his realm.
I kind of guessed that. How old are you?
He kind of seems to think a little bit. 586.
She stares at him like, oh, wow.
I'm older than the matron.
I didn't even know we could live past 500.
I suppose it depends if we leave our homes or not. I've never gone anywhere outside of the mountain.
Do you not get bored?
I've always got my hands full.
I see.
And anyway, it's just me now.
Were there others?
I did have human family, or, well, dwarvish family, but I outlived them.
So, you knew your dwarvish family?
I was a paper main, but something happened with my family are sign makers, and at some point they must have done something wrong by the merchant, because the next child they had was me. I had a few brothers and sisters. I outlived all of them. And they couldn't have any of their own children. So the Papermain family is just me now. I'm the only sign maker in the entire mountain. That's why all the signs are made by me.
To become one of us and then stay in the place you were cursed, that takes a lot.
I never saw a reason to leave. I have other family now.
I understand that. Have you ever wanted to leave?
Recently? Yeah. Honestly, I don't know if I could at this point, but seeing you kind of made me think that maybe I could do it.
Well, if you ever want to venture out into the road, just let us know. We can take you with us. There's another one of us, actually, an Ada.
Another?
Yes. She's a little bit strange. But it's nice to know we're not alone.
Who's her patron? Is she your sister?
No, she, her patron died a long time ago, I think.
He seems to sit and recall the Fey courts in silence for a few moments. Tarloch of the Wildlands. That's the only Fey I can think of who's not around.
It might be him.
Well, then surely she's the next Fey of the Wildlands, right?
Maybe. Maybe that's why she's gone a little bit, weird.
He seems on edge about that information. What do you know of the Fey courts?
I know the basic names, but not a lot about them.
Well, should you ever need to know anything else, I might be able to help.
Yes. I would really appreciate that.
Maybe a bit after the tithe. I just thought I would come and speak to you.
It's nice to speak to you too, and I hope we can talk more. I know our patrons aren't exactly close.
Friends. Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that we can't at least get to know each other.
Roll me a perception check.
Yo. Terrible fucking rolls today.
Oh, actually, no.
Please.
Make that an insight. Make that an insight.
Okay, good, because I got a 2. Okay, 13.
13. Okay. So you're kind of as a Druiar, you have to observe other Druiar through the lens of body language, because they haven't got very expressive faces.
Nope.
So looking at him as he's talking to you, he's kind of tilted in your direction, leant forward. He seems very interested in talking to you, maybe to the point where you're kind of getting the vibe he's into you.
Rare.
What the fuck did you just do? No. You just roar at Papermaid? No. Oh.
Just Sarah getting it.
Let's get it on. Here we go.
Dracera,
You might be misreading it. You don't know.
yeah, it could be. She smiles at him and replies, but if you need to go do something, we can meet up later at the Tithe.
I mean, I will be there. I unfortunately can't pay my tithe, so the city pays it for me, because of what happened to my family. So I will be nearby the matron if you're going to be in the feldspar box. I'm assuming so.
We should be.
I'll try and sit near you then.
I'd appreciate that.
He kind of straightens up a little bit and pats down his clothes and kind of breaks eye contact finally. I should probably get back to work. I kind of deviated from my tasks for the day, so I could say hi.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
And he gets up and kind of briskly makes his way out of the library.
Dracera, like, sits back down in the chair with a thud because she's been holding in her hungoverness. To be like she's an awful fucking person.
Roll me a
But she's
perception.
still
No, roll me
steaming.
a performance check. I want to see how well you kept it together.
Oh, beautiful.
16.
Okay, you managed to keep it like solidly. I'm sober and functional in front of Oren. I'm proud.
The Stella's just standing right behind Dracera, just silent, like, yeah!
Fucking get it! Jesus Christ.
Dracera has no idea they're there. And so when she sort of sits back down and looks up, she's like,
Shits himself.
Heliodor will encourage Krieg to be like, come on, let's go back. Right, let's go back over to them. They're done now. Come on.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'll bring the bakery book. Don't worry.
You can see he was like halfway through writing the recipe.
That's fine.
Halfway through.
Come on, let's go get the tea. What did you talk about? Oh, sorry. What did you talk about?
And you know, he's never met a Druiar before, so mostly about things I've seen and other Druiar I've met and things like that.
Nice. Solid. Oh. Cool. That's
Yeah.
pretty sweet.
Were
Very
you
cool.
watching the two of them have a conversation, Heliodor?
I mean, I was probably half-assed reading the recipe out to Krieg, and like kind of flicking my eyes up, like that is one of the leaders of this city, just
Hanging out.
cool.
And he stood there reading like the half of the recipe he's got down, realising it makes no fucking sense whatsoever.
Something about eggs. Just like...
Something about eggs. So he writes down something about eggs. Not how many eggs, just something about eggs.
Yeah, he's literally looking at this, like, two hands holding the book and a hand up just scratching his head, like, what the fuck?
Is there any more information you'd like to find in the library, by the way?
Library.
I can
Yes,
I can help
probably.
I can help you read the dwarvish stuff if you need, and
Yeah.
also guide you around the library.
So you won't have to roll for it if Heliodor's helping you.
I want to see something
Hmm?
to be a pain in the ass.
Oh god.
You're gonna
No, I'm
fucking
here.
hate me.
God, I
I
love it.
want to just see like the important names of dwarvish families,
Ooh, okay.
like family tree shit, because I want to also check out the paper main one.
Okay.
Oh, I can find you the family tree books. I'm sure somewhere. And we'll go over and find like the family heritage section. And actually, probably okay. Tell me to fuck off if you like, but DM. But I feel like on a wall somewhere, in here, or in the manor house, there's like a massive family tree, and it's like carved into one of the walls
Of your family, yes.
of like the estate, or like in the library. There's like the line of the matron followed throughout on like one of the walls or something, or there's a big like tapestry.
There would be tapestries, yeah. So it would more likely be hung up in your house.
Okay, cool. In which case, books. Looking for books.
So you oh god, sorry, I'm having to fucking log into Twitch
I'm
at the
so
same time.
sorry.
I don't have them
That's
written
fine.
down, but the family tree of the feldspars I can give to you.
Oh, lit.
If you're looking at sort of the major families, you'd be looking at the families of the council members.
And I can rattle those off now if you'd like.
Yeah, you have them written down already, I believe, because you wrote them, you recalled them last session in your thingy. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Yikes. I'm just having to take screenshots. Give me a fucking hot minute. Yay.
Well, Dracera, there's the Meribelts. They are the representatives currently of all alchemists and apothecaries, brewers, distillers, vintners, cooks and bakers. And that's kind of what Mossock Meribelt does and represents on the council. Basically, the thoughts and feelings of them. My mother and the Feldspars represent tinkerers, pewters, casters, jewelers, and gem cutters, glassblowers, and glazers. Orin the paper mains. Well, just Orin now, actually. Oh, that's a bit sad. Represents the calligraphers, scribes, scriveners, cartographers, surveyors, and chart makers, painters, liners, and sign makers. So the paper mains were the sign makers, and aye. But anyway, you've got Boccaroon Pebblefoot, who's the council member, but the Pebblefoots have always worked with to represent the cobblers and shoemakers, weavers and dyers, potters and tile makers. Norfelda Aleblood and the Aleblood family represent shipwrights and sail makers, wagon makers and wheelwrights, carpenters, roofers and plasterers. And Thamrot is Spirius, smiths, metal forgers, armourers, locksmiths, finesmiths, woodcarving, copperers. Bowers, masons and stonecutters, leatherworkers, skinners and tanners. And that is the big names. Like Lanth is Thamrot's son. That is.
And
Thamrot's a bit of a dick.
so you will keep to your family's sort of jobs, basically?
I actually started off as a jewellery crafter and tinkerer. But I moved. Sorry.
So, but you can't really go into anything else because of your last name?
Oh no, there's not a. It's not like you're told not to. It's just kind of something that people don't do. Like, you can. I'm sure it's happened before. Like, I mean, take me for instance. I'm not a jewelry crafter anymore and just kind of knock on Mare. Just like, do this now.
Meg like makes like a noise, and then there's another resounding shh.
No, I mean, I myself, I know how to brew beers and ales and things. I know how to use jewelry crafting. I know how to work with masonry. I know how to do smithing, and I know how to do tinkering as well. Like, there's not a particular skill you're held to because of your last name. It's just that's kind of the one that your last name's famous for, and often the first one you're trained in because everybody in your family is a master at it and can teach you better.
Right. Okay, that's a new concept for me. But okay.
I hope that was helpful. Was it? Kind of like raise some slightly singed eyebrows. Like,
yes, it was.
If you need any more information, I will write it in our downtime.
Bet. Thank you.
And I'll give it to Heliodor as well, because he's gonna fucking need it.
Yeah. Open up the Feldspar family tree book and go, right, and here we are.
Ooh.
So this is the current Violet matron, pointing at Bismuth. And then kind of follows it down and goes, there's those. Sadly passed away. These two have passed away. This is Orin and Zircon. They're very sad. We've got my mum and my dad here, and then we've got my brothers and sisters and my other grandparents, the axe corns.
Mm-hmm.
Aye, but everyone's alive, roughly, mostly. Everyone who is alive is lovely. Sort of, sometimes.
Sometimes.
That's a big family.
Aye, thank you, it's grand.
2 sisters and 3 brothers.
2 sisters, 3 brothers, my parents, my grandparents, my great-grandparents, and my great-great-grandparent. It's wonderful.
Sorry, just sit there, you fucking are.
What?
Just say we're reading a cereal box.
Oh. Yes. Aye. It's just, I've always had a big family and I've always enjoyed my big family. Never felt alone, which is very nice.
Must be nice.
Must be nice. Must be nice.
Aye.
I want to be like you.
I mean, it's arguable, but you've got something that's arguably better. You have a found family.
Thumb signs. We're family.
I see. You have family you found and actually want to be around. There's some people and sometimes, and I absolutely hate my family's guts.
Oh.
There was a lot of like they've never outwardly said that they don't agree with my craft, but it took me a very long and painful process to get to a point where they accepted the fact that this is a fine craft, and again pointing at Mare, that this is a true craft that is worthy of the city. It took a very long time to get there. And sometimes some of my brothers and sisters were a little less than happy or supportive.
Tanzanite, you remember being quite a pain in the ass when it came to announcing that you were branching from the family tree.
Aye. Been a road. But with a found family, they're people you choose to be around, they're not people you're just forced to be with. And looking at this little band of misfits, I think you've quite found that.
Yeah, I think I have.
Mm.
Do we need to find anything else in the library, lads? Let's.
Oh, that reminds me, so I'm running a D&D game for my housemates, and they've never played D&D before. And their group name is the Mad Lads.
Oh god.
But when they're doing a quest, they're the Mad Lads on tour.
Oh god. Fuck's sake.
We're gonna take a quick 15-minute break.
Oh shit! Nice.
So if you guys want to go get drinks and whatnot, we'll be back shortly. Hold tight.
Blah, blah, blah.
Well, thanks.
See?
Don't scare the fucking daylights out of everyone, why don't you? Welcome back. Okay, so you guys have just finished up in the library, to my knowledge. As you are kind of talking, you can hear outside a bell starts being rung, which indicates people to start getting ready for the tithe.
Ooh. Time to go now. You come into the feldspar box?
If that's alright.
Aye, by all means.
So you begin to head outside. Everyone in the city is moving towards the giant kind of circular arena. The Colosseum almost in the center of town. It's a huge stone structure that seems to have been unearthed from the stone of the cavern itself, half inlaid into the earth below it. As you're about to enter, each of the outsiders, aka Dracera, Karik, Estella, are offered a small vial of pale blue liquid by a guard. Do you take it?
Yes.
I take it with me, but I don't drink it.
Okay.
I'll do the same as Dracera.
Cough, cough. Do I know what that is?
You don't. Would you guys like to roll an Arcana check to see if you can figure out what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see how well this rolls now.
14.
6.
Your rolls today are struggling, huh?
Yeah.
I'm
I'm struggling in general.
Oh.
Estella?
17. Sorry, I had to count.
Okay, so, Karik, what did you get again? 14?
14,
Okay, so the two of you, Karik, you're kind of like, okay, I can tell this is a potion. You've seen this colour somewhere before, but you can't quite place where or what its use is. Estella, you immediately kind of recognise the colour to be associated with a certain spell, because it was similar to the some of the kit that you saw that was on display in the market. This is a potion of comprehend languages.
Ooh.
That's useful.
Greek, you can read with this.
Oh, not comprehend languages, tongues. Sorry, tongues.
Oh.
So you should be able to understand any language that is spoken to you.
This is safe to drink, hopefully.
That's useful.
Okay.
Drink.
Drink,
Drank.
chug, chug. Shots.
Shut.
No, not more shots. You're already dry enough.
So, I guess as soon as you drink that, the idle chatter in a foreign language around you in the crowd suddenly becomes understandable.
Yeah, everyone's speaking Dwarvish. You can suddenly understand what they're saying.
Ooh.
It seems that is offered to any of the people who aren't from in the city, because the tithe will be spoken in Dwarvish. So they want you to be a part of this experience and understand what's going on, rather than sitting there and being like, I can hear somebody speaking in Dwarvish and not know what they're saying. So they provide that as a complimentary thing.
That would be funny, though.
It would be utterly
No,
hilarious.
that's what they did in there was a film they did where like all of the extras they had like hundreds of extras, but they were in France, and it was a film they were doing in English. It was a medieval one, and basically there's a bit where nobody could talk to them, so during the thing what they did was every time one of the characters cheered, the entire crowd cheered. And there was a bit where they were meant to be just completely silent the whole way, and one of the actors thought, fuck it, and just went, way, and suddenly the whole crowd just goes into uproar. It's amazing.
Wow, fantastic.
Oh, God.
Fantastic. So you all follow diligently behind Heliodor as he guides you into the rows of seats inside reserved for the Feldspars and their guests. Though unlike the family, you're offered seats kind of at the back of the reserved box, on a tall central pedestal. Next to where you are sat is a platform, atop which sits a throne, similar to the one that you saw inside the council room the day before, gilded in gold and engraved intricately from top to bottom. Looking out over the huge expanse of this stone seating, you watch hundreds of dwarves make their way in and settle in their respective segments, each dedicated to a family and a craft. The entire city is present, from children to adults alike. You've never seen quite so many people in one place. In the centre of the Colosseum lies a giant golden bowl, easily bigger than a house, shimmering in the light that beams down from the hole in the top of the mountain directly above. It's empty, but no less stunning as it is on its own. Bismuth, the Violet Matron, takes her seat in the throne and watches the dwarves kind of file in. The rest of the Feldspar family comes to sit amongst you, smiling and waving to each of you and welcoming you each and saying sort of things like "Happy Tithe," "Welcome, it's good to see you." Everyone seems like they're in very good spirits, kind of smiling and chatting amongst themselves. The matron raises a hand, and the entire Colosseum silences. So I'm going to silence that for a sec.
Ooh.
For the first time since you got here, the cavern is completely silent, as Bismuth stands from her seat. The city welcomes together in bond of the yearly tithe. We welcome family, friends, colleagues. We welcome the merchant. We welcome the giants of Cumulostritus as they watch from above. As she speaks, the channels that surround the centermost bowl begin to open up and fill with water. In this light, surrounded by the green hue and the beam of the sunlight, they shimmer incomprehensibly. The light, like the life of the mountain, flows like blood through veins through each channel as it surrounds the bowl in this intoxicating pattern. We are dwarves. We are blood and steel and fire. We are rock and stone. We are the masons of the known world, and we will endure. And the Colosseum erupts in cheers. You can feel the spirit of the community in your very soul. It is so overwhelming. We could not be what we are, who we are, without the gift of our forefathers and our patrons of the skies. The giants that live in the space between the surface and the stars are to be shown thanks for their generosity, their ongoing protection, should they not? As Bismuth's voice rumbles out across the Colosseum, the stone begins to shake with it. Large kind of metal hatches unlock from the edge of the ring, and half-pipes are lowered down on steel chains from each section of the Colosseum where the families sit. She raises a hand. Pour your offerings into the bowl. Show our gratitude to the All-Mother and the giants above. Would you like to make offerings to the tithe?
Yeah, go on then.
It'd probably be polite at the very least.
How much are you offering?
I'm gonna offer a longsword and hide armor.
Okay. Stella, what are you offering?
My longsword that I don't use anymore. Was it a longsword or a short sword?
It was a longsword. Oh wait, it was your uncle's longsword, and then the short sword that was bought for you by Asterion.
Oh.
Short sword, because I got a new one.
Okay, you're gonna pass on your short sword. Karik, what are you offering?
I think Creek will probably he'll look through like because we kind of waterproof pouch, and he'll pull out this handful of like probably gemstones that he's found about, like things he was probably going to send back, like that or something like that.
Okay.
he doesn't really know how much they're worth. But at the same time, especially seeing gem cutters and all that kind of stuff, now he's guessing they're probably actually worth something in reality.
So you're each kind of tossing these items into the half pipes, and every family offers. The half pipes are suddenly flowing with gold, silver, copper, platinum, gems, jewelry, weapons. Every piece sparkles in the light as the sound erupts of the various donations filling the golden bowl. It's only a matter of minutes before it's practically full to the brim, piling up on top. As the final coin drops, the whole arena begins to hum, and all of the dwarves break into song. I want everyone to make me a whiz save, please.
Oh.
If you're in 10 feet of me, you get a +3.
I'm probably sat at the front, so I'm probably not going to be that close. Damn.
You can choose to fail this save if you would like to.
I've got 23.
I feel like Heliodor will probably choose to fail.
Okay, you failed.
This dice is really loving the number 14 today. So, 16. If it next to Dracera, you said there's a plus on that as well?
+3.
So that's 19.
Okay. Anyone who rolled under an 18? Is that Estella and Dracera?
Dracera got 26.
Okay, no. So Estella and Heliodor, as the dwarves begin to sing, you are compelled to join them.
No, I mean, Heliodor's probably already just like, yeah, let's go.
I cannot.
You can sign it.
Sign the singing.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. Play my violin.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I was going to say, you're a bard. You could just play music.
Sure. I would do that gladly, even if I failed.
Nice.
You somehow, like, Estella, despite not saying it out loud, you somehow know the words. Even though you don't speak Dwarven, even though you don't know the tune, you feel like you have to contribute something. If only your viola, to channeling the magic that begins to glow around the base of the bowl. And little by little, the bowl begins to lift, floating off of the ground and up in a gradual ascent. It takes a few minutes as the bowl raises out of sight through the mountaintop and into the clouds above. The music continues. The sound reverberates through the whole mountain as it picks up, with the sound of drums and instruments beginning to echo. Dwarves begin to stand from their chairs, hands thumping on chests, dancing, cheering and singing in celebration of the tithe as it takes place. The sense of the community here is overwhelming, and you've all been welcomed into it, by blood or not. I want everyone to make me a perception check, please.
Nice. This is gonna be awful.
Yeah, don't even bother with me.
6.
It's not a 14, it's a 13. That's 19.
Plus.
No, that's 19 total with the plus.
Oh, damn.
I got a 4.
Okay.
Nice. We just don't have eyes, do we?
I rolled a 1.
I have everybody's eye.
Who rolled over an 18? Was it just Karig?
Yeah.
Okay. Karig.
Wait, what about Thumb?
Oh, I'll roll for Thumb.
Yeah.
Alright.
Need to roll.
He's got a minus in percent. Oh, he rolled a 1. Literally, I'm not kidding. He rolled a fucking 1. He's dancing in his little seat. He's having a grand time.
I love that.
So, oh golly, give me a hot second while I get some shit sorted. Craig, you're watching over the rest of the kind of tithe as it's happening. You swear you can see movement on the street outside of the arena amidst the chaos. You thought that the whole city was here. A flicker of purple light, multiple shadows shifting between the stalls, and then it's gone. Could have been a trick of the light. You don't know. The ball begins to return back down from the sky in a slow, dramatic descent. And it is entirely empty. As it comes to settle back once where it was, the waters begin to drain, and the arena goes wild with cheers of celebration. As it begins to die down, and people begin to file out to head to the various taverns to celebrate and drink, what are you guys up to?
Ah, the grand old Tithe that was. I think Heliodor is like just ready to go drinking again.
So I take it was successful?
Aye, the Tithe has been taken, accepted by the Cloud Giants, and we have another glorious year of protection and revelry, including our good fortune as well.
He's gonna like tap Heliodor on the shoulder.
Hmm.
And because he's kind of just staring at where he just seen the lights and everything flash.
Aye, what is it, Creek?
So, is there normally things that happen outside of this area? I'm not sure how we'll call use the arena.
During the Tithe?
Yeah.
No, the city is empty. The entire city should be empty, and everyone should be here.
Not what it looked like.
What?
Where did you see this?
He just kind of points over to.
It's down
it
the
just one
marketplace, yeah.
Yeah, it was a. Yeah, he kind of points over. There's like purple flashes and. You said like shadows, like silhouettes almost.
Yeah.
Heliodor probably looks very concerned. He's gone from being quite joyous to very concerned.
Dracera starts like strutting over to where he saw the shadows.
He's gonna fall over pretty quickly with.
And Heliodor quickly, probably grabs his mum and goes, something's happened outside while the Tithe was happening. I'll be back in a minute.
What? What do you mean something's happening?
Well, apparently one of my friends has seen something while the Tithe was happening, something on the outside in the marketplace. Purple flashes, people, shadows, something. Maybe tell Gram, but I'm gonna go have a look and find out.
I let her know. Just be safe, please.
Of course I will. I got mayor. Right, let's go. And I think Heliodor kind of does a quick jaunt to follow because he's got little legs.
Okay, so you guys are all heading into the marketplace. So I will ping. It's around here that you saw the shadows.
Oh Jesus!
So over the edge of the market, you saw multiple shadows of people assumedly moving around within the market whilst the tithe was taking place.
I think Heliodor will
A bitch got a ping.
I think Heliodor will be encouraging everyone to kind of get ahead of the crowds because the crowds might, I don't know, they might find some. He's worried. He's like, is it dead bodies? What? Fear.
Pretty kind of just as he's kind of marched forward, he's just like instinctually, his head's not exactly like shooting around like what most people do because he's got. It's the amount of eyes he's got. He doesn't need to do that so much. So it's kind of like, it's like the eye. If you could see his eyes moving, it'd be like they're darting.
Like twitching.
Sure, he's seen them.
Nice.
But his eyes are that dark that you don't actually notice.
Divine sense. Fuck this.
Okay, you divine sense. You don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Hold on. Let me just check my spells.
I will allow you to make an investigation check while you're here.
Yeah.
So
Yes, please. I would like to see that.
roll investigation.
Even though there's no
please.
fucking point in me doing anything. Oh wait, 17. No, it's fine.
Rolls anyway. Oh wait. Oh.
I was gonna say Creek will help the Dracera investigate.
16.
Okay, you're gonna help action.
Yes, you get advantage.
Advantage. You can re-roll Dracera if you'd like.
I've got a.
So
I got a-
16.
Yeah.
I got a 12.
Oh, fuck off. I got an at 20.
So you're looking around, kind of looking for any kind of details of there being anything out of the ordinary here. Other than the fact that now it's practically empty for the time being before people kind of start migrating from taverns and whatnot back to their stalls or whatever people are up to after the tithe. You're looking around. Heliodor, there are like the floors are a little bit dusty, right? And there is clear tracks, kind of north and south, from where you're stood, of where people use the trail here to walk.
Thoroughfare, yeah.
You notice there are tracks going across the center of the thoroughfare and between the stalls.
Interesting.
Dracera, you are kind of looking around at the stalls particularly, and you can see carved into the side of one is the same sigil that was carved into the doors in the last town that you just spent your time in.
You fuckers.
There's some tracks here.
Dracera's approaching the sigil and just sort of like analysing it and just whispers under her breath, "They're here.
What?
The Harbingers are here."
Can I come and see this?
You can come and have a look at the sigil, yeah?
Is it magical?
Do you have detect magic?
No, but I have a decent arcana.
Roll me an arcana and see if you can figure out if it is on magical.
Thankfully, I'm pretty good at this. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
22, okay. So as you're kind of... Sorry, I just put that back on. It was like loud Skyrim music. I was like, okay, Skyrim, thank you. As you kind of run your hands over the top of it, it does give you a fizzle of kind of purple light.
Ooh. Can I cast Identify on it?
You can do. Give me a hot fucking second to get the information of the spell.
That's okay.
Because I don't have it on hand. Talk amongst yourselves whilst I do that.
You see
Talk.
kind of come up.
I'd like
and...
to.
Oh, sorry.
No, you go first.
Oh, you see Heliodor kind of like rush his hand, like take his glove off and run his hand over it, and then he starts muttering as he pulls out like the set of tools. He pulls out like a tool, presses it to it, and the tool kind of glows and kind of like it like looks like it splits off with several different mechanical arms, and it looks like it's like poking at it and analyzing it as his eyes glow green, and he like mutters under his breath as he casts Identify. What you up to?
I'd like to tap Dracera's shoulder and just whisper through their mind, saying, while I was okay, don't get mad at me. You probably will. I was smoking.
I was smoking.
I was smoking, and I saw a future with Lazarus' future thing.
With Lazarus what?
I saw something like a vision through the smoke. And it was flickers of a storm. Figures surrounding a door, easily like 100 feet tall. And there was a bright light, flickers, and that burned at their fingertips. And they burned sigils into a door. Sigil scrolls into a door. Sorry, I can't read. Um, there was a smell of burning flesh. It felt terrible. And then I saw thousands of eyes watching me. It might not be related to this, but just saying that it could be.
What did these figures look like?
They were just 100 feet tall. They were just figures, so I couldn't really see what they looked like.
And so could relate to the opening of the astral plane.
Could be. I just needed to mention that because it seems important.
Sorry.
I went back in the library.
Lemonade. Thank you for telling me. I'm not sure really what that dream could tell, but I can consult Dylan on it later if that would help.
Yeah, that could help. Just don't want this whole town to be burning or something.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't be great.
Oh no.
Heliodor, what do you see?
Oh no. Heliodor kind of reels back and looks at the tracks and immediately starts running off along the tracks like, please follow me.
Okay.
Wait, okay.
So you begin moving down here. As you get within this kind of district, this is where it's a residential district. In sort of the further distances of here, there is a lot of kind of guild houses here of places where workshops and people were working. Though as you get further down, sort of down here, the tracks come to an abrupt stop.
Is there, but on the way, are there more sigils? Are there more of the same?
Roll me a perception check and see if you can see any ads, because you're moving at high speed. If you are traveling,
probably not trying to move at high speed. More looking for more of those sigils.
Okay, if you're keeping your eyes out, then...
probably like I need you to look for more of those sigils. They're holding onto a spell for Wall of Force. If it goes off, it'll trap everybody on this. I don't know. It blocks the entrance.
What blocks the entrance? What do you mean?
Well, if they're trying to cast Wall of Force on main roads to stop people leaving, that makes me concerned of what they're going to do with the trapped people. Please, we need to find those. If there's multiple, this is a big issue.
Because you know what you're looking for. Roll me at advantage.
Oh shit! Nice.
And it seems a bit weird that he's actually suggesting it, but should we not get Laz? He's his domain.
An 18.
Yep. It's a perception, right?
As you pull up to this kind of area around here, you can see another one carved onto the building here.
Oh shit. Laz, but Bismuth first. The Violet Matron. Mayor.
Good.
Who's fast?
Not me, probably.
Kariki's probably your best bet.
Kariki, you fast?
I mean, he's only got a movement speed of 25. But
He's got a pretty short movement
Shit.
speed.
Okay.
I got 30.
In which case, I'm gonna get. This is a big problem. I need to tell the Violet Matron about this.
Can anyone contact Laz directly?
I probably can.
Look, Yeah, looks directly at
Stella.
Stella. Your monthly subscription, like, you gotta have something. You guys.
Just paying for nitro.
There is a way I can contact him, right?
Yes. So
Okay.
if you
Think really,
I
really
mean,
hard.
Yeah, if you just start thinking about him, you vaguely begin to hear in the kind of distant back of your head, Willow.
Hi. There's a bit of a problem happening right now.
A bit of a problem. You're pretty good at solving problems.
I'm not, but
You're wrong.
Incorrect, but
there are sigils appearing around your realm, and it's probably not going to do good for the people. We kind of need, if there's any guidance for this.
sigils. What? That doesn't explain very much.
What does sigils do?
They cast Wall of Force.
They cast Wall of Force, and they might trap everyone in here.
That's interesting. You just kind of hear, like, he almost sounds disinterested as he says it.
Lads, these people are probably gonna get hurt.
Well, okay. Does it just cast that?
I think, does it only cast the wall?
The other one did. This is it the same mark?
Yes.
It looks like it casts that, but it's held. It's not been released yet. And it feels like it's going to be used for a big disruption, something nasty.
Yep. It's not casted, but nasty.
I'll see what I can do. Thanks for letting me know. Are there more than one?
Yes, there's more than one.
Seems our little friends have decided to come and pay me a visit. Or maybe pay you a visit.
Don't say that.
You can hear him kind of distantly laugh. Before you kind of feel him leave, like you don't have a connection with him anymore.
What was the I think Heliodor, you see as Heliodor kind of like is going through his mind thinking, and this symbol is a harbinger symbol.
Yes. Which means
Okay.
you can't tell what spell is going to be cast, but you can you assume it would be the same. It may be a different spell.
Cast Identify again
Okay.
on this one, just in case. Just
10 minutes goes by.
oh no, I'm using a spell slot for this. This is a minute. Like I'm not.
Okay.
Heliodor is not trying to mess around.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you focus your energy on this one. Again, it's another held spell. Though this one seems to be more targeted on the fact that a lot of these buildings are made of wood. This is a wall of
fuck.
fire.
Oh my
Oh.
god!
Oh,
Right.
Oh no, this one's Wall of Fire. Oh shit. Right. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do something that is classically bad. I'm gonna split the party. Can you find more of them? I am going to go and warn the Violet Matron now, because this is bad. This
Do you
is.
have more people that can use magic to get rid of this?
There might be arcane people. Actually, that's a fair point. And Heliodor grabs places his hand over where this is, and feels it, and then pulls out a set of tools like chisels. Puts a chisel right in the middle of it, and begins to speak in Dwarvish, and you should understand what he says. But it's like he says a spell invocation his eyes flash green, and he smashes a hammer onto the chisel to break the sigil and cast Dispel Magic.
Because it hasn't been cast, you are able to dispel this sigil before it is cast, because if it was cast, you wouldn't be able to dispel it.
Okay.
So getting there before the spell erupts allows you to dispel it. So this one, a massive crack appears through the middle of it, and is no longer fizzling with magic. The sigil remains, but it is no longer active.
Okay, right. That one's dealt with.
So I'm going to put some circles on the map as to where
we
these
know.
are, and then I will put a scribble through that one. So you know that one is dealt with.
Yeah. No. Okay. We should all go to the Violet Matron, tell her what's happening, and we can get the guard involved, and the guards can go looking for sigils as well. This is a big problem. This is a big problem.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Should we
Okay.
go through dispel the other one first? Or just go?
I want to be careful with how much magic I spend, because if people are doing this, I want to make sure I can fight someone.
Understandable.
But there will be other casters. There are other casters in the city who will probably be able to deal with it. I don't know. Let's go. Quickly.
Okay, so you're all heading to the council room.
Yeah. And if we see a feldspar on the way, it's gonna be like, alright, don't go home, go back to the Colosseum now.
Go back to the Colosseum, specifically the Colosseum. Okay.
Well, it's a big stone structure with not. Oh, it might have sigils on it. Never mind. No, we'll say nothing and just like. Heliodor's just a bit scattered and scared at the minute. Like he's like determined, but like shitting it.
Okay, so you all begin to hurry back through town, and make your way up to the council room. I actually have a map for the council now. So,
hell yeah!
Wow, I didn't last session, but we do now. So I'm gonna quickly sort something out.
Also, small detail. I'm holding thumb back on my back just because I'm afraid of fire.
Okay, he's being backpacked by you at the moment.
Yep.
Oh.
He's kind of sat on your shoulders with his hands around the sides of your head because he's short.
Yep.
I am just going to make a quick edit to this. Okay.
Sure.
Okay, so I should be able to just move you all over here.
Oh, are we getting dragged onto the new map? Ooh. Ooh. Oh, wow. Shit a brick. Oh, wow.
So as you make your way in, unlike beforehand, Tanzanite isn't on the door. Instead, he is on the inner door. So as you come in, he kind of puts up his glaive and like looks at you, Heliodor, and goes, "I wouldn't go in there right now if I were you."
I have to.
And he's roll me a persuasion check.
Oh no!
Are you gonna intimidate or persuade him?
I'm gonna persuade, but I'm not very good at it. And if that doesn't work, he's gonna be like, "Oh shit, a brick." 6. It's gonna be like, "Look, this is about and explain the situation. Like there are sigils around the city, and they're gonna do bad things. I need to go in and tell her now."
One of the council members has gone missing.
Who?
Bokrun. Don't tell her I said that. She'll have my fucking
I won't.
head.
I won't. You're fine. Don't worry.
It's on your head if you're going in.
I'm going in.
All right.
Open the door. Open the door.
He opens the door, and you 5 storm into the room.
Yep.
Bismuth is like hastily like sorting through something on the desk. It doesn't seem like it has been over like anything longer than maybe like an hour or an hour and a half and everything's gone up in flames. This woman looks flustered for the first time since you've seen her. She's usually very kind of hardy, knows what she's doing. At the moment, she just looks panicked. And the rest of the council are squabbling amongst each other, trying to figure out what to do, before Bismuth slams her hands on the table, looks at the party directly, and yells, "Wait! Don't come any fucking closer."
Violet Matron, this is important.
She kind of puts her hand up. She says, No, wait a fucking minute. Before pulling something from underneath the desk. It's it looks like a citrine kind of yellow gold stone with a metal ring around the outside of it. She places it on the table and it begins to glow. And underneath you, a sigil begins to appear on the floor. I need everyone to make, I think it's a charisma save. Let me quickly look this up.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god.
I think I know words.
Is it a charisma save?
Yes, charisma save.
Plus 3 bitches.
Oh, plus 3. Nice, okay.
17.
26.
Jesus Christ.
14.
What was that, Cree?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20,
Oh
okay.
my god. Only one affected.
She
Thumb.
is... Oh, yeah, Thumb, wait.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, Thumb rolled an 8.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, you don't feel anything different, any of you. You just see this yellow gold light underneath you on the floor. And she points her fingers at each of you and says, just to make sure that you're trustworthy people, you can't lie so long as you're standing there. Alright?
Graham.
Look, Pebblefoot's gone missing, right? I can't take any chances, especially with new people that you brought in.
Okay,
Violet Matron, please. There's sigils all around the city, and if we don't act now, they could trap us from the inside.
The fuck do you mean sigils?
Cause havoc. One of them... There's a sigil in one of the districts that was designed to create a wall of fire that will burn down that section of city. We've only found 2, but there's got to be more.
Roll me a persuasion at advantage.
Can me?
Yeah, you're the last
Does it
person to
have
speak.
to be... Oh, bollocks. Shit. Persuasion at advantage. Okay.
Because
Natural 20!
Oh, nice. Bismuth runs her hands through her hair before kind of pushing herself back in her seat. Sigils, you say. What kind of sigils? What do they do?
Harbinger. They hold spells until they're commanded to be used.
So
One sec. Greg, like, kind of rummages through some of the stuff, and he pulls out one of the sheets he'd made beforehand of the Harbinger sigil, with the ones they'd found before.
Nice.
And he kind of holds it up for him to see. They look like this.
What do they do? How many? You said there were what? How many?
So far we've found 2. One of them was to do Wall of Fire. The other one does Wall of Force, which will trap people on the other side of it.
The Wall of Fire was in the housing, the kind of housing district
down by the guild workshops.
East.
Yeah.
Southeast.
By the workshops.
Guilds.
And the Wall of Force was down in the marketplace, below the where we put out the Tithe.
This seems to deeply concern the people in the council.
We need the guards out with a copy of that symbol, trying to find more, and people dispelling them. I've managed to deal with with the fire one, but I can only do that one more time today. And honestly, if there's something bad going on, like Pebblefoot not being there, which makes me highly suspicious. Apologies. I want to be able to fight.
She, like, for a few moments, you see her straining to keep her resolve. You've heard of Bismuth's anger. You've never seen it.
Oh no.
It is on the precipice currently. She kind of looks like she's about to slam her fist into the table before she kind of slows it down, just places it down, squeezes her fist into a white knuckle grip. How the fuck did they get into my city?
Well, and Heliodor looks at the empty chair. They might have had some assistance.
You think that my own council members would be turning against me?
I don't know, but I think the fact that this is happening now during the tithe and one of your council members is missing, it is a little it's too coincidental.
Norfelda, the pirate-esque woman, sat next to the empty chair, kind of leans forward and says, "That's quite an accusation, Heliodor."
Well, who's to say whether he has been a part of this or has been taken by the Harbingers? Either way, we need to destroy these sigils sooner or later.
Sigils are the first priority. Oh, shit. Alright, she points at Dracera. You're not working for the Harbingers, are you?
Of course not. Why would I do that?
I'm going to make her roll an insight to see whether or not you are working with the spell. You can choose to fail the zone of truth, if you would like to. She rolled a 19.
To be fair, we are being very truthful right now, so I mean, the fact...
Yeah, but she can't...
I'll fail it, yeah.
So you're going to fail it, and will you repeat the sentence as you fail it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you state to her, under the influence of the spell, I'm not working with the Harbingers. And the squint that's on her face, the kind of like, the veins that are starting to appear on her temples and strain, she relaxes a little. She's like, alright, fine. You, points at Krieg.
He's gonna fail, firstly. And say, no, we have been fighting them.
I roll again. It's a 17.
Damn, Violet Matron.
She's fucking on it, bro.
Yeah.
And that's just the straight rolls. I'm not even
Wow.
I'm not bothering with her pluses. This woman's very good at reading people.
Yeah, she works well under stress, damn.
Points at Estella.
I'm scared. I'm failing it, but I'm scared.
Yeah.
What do you tell her?
No, I am not working with them.
It's an 18. God, fuck me.
Damn.
Jesus.
It's fine, you're getting them out of the way so that when we fight your thing, it'll be
It'll
really
be fucking easy because I'll fail every time. She points at Heliodor. Look,
Ooh.
I don't
Really?
wanna. Look, you told me that they had you captive for what, like 2 weeks. I don't know if they've done anything fucky with your brain, right?
Okay. Choose to fail the save if I hadn't failed already. I am not working with the Harbingers. My interest is always foremost and forever this city.
Good. Fine. She places her hand down. Fine. Right. I'll get the Arcanists on finding those fucking sigils, and we will make sure that nobody gets affected by them before they get set off. You, 4-5, kind of looks at Thumb. You're going to go looking for Pebblefoot. You're going to find what fucking happened to him. And if he is working against me, you're going to put him in the fucking ground.
Aye, I can do that.
The rest of
Lovely.
the council look at the matron in kind of shock. They're like, you can't be serious. Even Carnelian is kind of looking between Heliodor and the matron, like, that's a little drastic, don't you think?
Well, the matron has spoken. Would you like us, if Pebblefoot is, I would just like to confirm, if Pebblefoot is working with the Harbingers, you would prefer us not to bring him back here. You would prefer him just dealt with.
I don't care whether you bring him back dead or alive. If he is working with them, I want him to answer for his crimes. But if he's dead, I'll just bring him back and kill him myself.
Fair enough.
Nobody interrupts the Violet City, especially during the fucking Tithe.
Okay.
She looks fucking palpable with rage. This woman looks like she's about to fucking lose it.
Can I have a look around the other council members and just kind of get a vibe on all of them?
Roll me an
Just
insight
like-
check.
Who looks like they're shitting just a few too many bricks? Or who looks smug? Ah, shit, yeah. Insight is my... Oh, okay. It's 18.
18
Minus one.
minus Mossuk is shuffling around in his seat. He looks nervous, more so at the prospect of the fact that the matron has given you a kill order.
Fair.
You can't read beyond that. It just seems like he's like, oh no.
Oh boy.
Carnelian, your mother, looks quite upset about the fact that that has been ruled as well. Oren is looking at each of the other members as if he's trying to read them as well.
Nice.
But his hands are clasped very tightly in his lap, and he keeps looking at Dracera. The matron is like scrawling through paperwork, kind of hand in her hair,
Angry.
angrily like muttering things to herself as if she's trying to figure out how to plan things. Norfelda doesn't look as worried as you'd expect. In fact, she seems somewhat like she does seem kind of smug, as if she's looking specifically at the party like this is your fault. And Thamrot is just unreadable.
Okay. Last question, possibly last. Who saw Pebblefoot last?
You saying this out loud?
Yeah.
Oren pipes up and says, I saw him at the Tithe.
Okay.
I think I did. Well, for the majority of it, and then I wasn't really looking. But everyone was there, right? That was what I thought.
Well, no. Only thanks to the keen eyes of Karik over here did we even know that anything was happening outside of the Colosseum during the Tithe. Actually saw a glimpse of one of the sigils being laid.
When the bow had come back down, I seen purple flashes, almost silhouettes in the market area. So I thought it was best to quickly go down right afterwards.
The matron scrawls down as you tell her.
Matron, do you have a... You'll take a couple of steps forward. Do you have a piece of paper, really quickly?
She kind of gives you a bit of a scowl, but offers you paper.
He comes over and he, like, draws down the same symbol again, so that they have
A copy of it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's like, this is the symbol that we found in the market area and the housing area. Just so everyone knows what to look for.
Actually, he was the one wearing glasses, wasn't he?
Yes. The one with the very large glasses and the nails in his beard.
Could I do something?
Are you going to try and locate object on him?
Oh.
Yes, I am.
Yes, I love you.
Is it
so
just that you
much.
need to know something that he's wearing? Is that the requirements of the spell?
Describe or name an object that is familiar to you. You sense the direction of the object's location as long as that object is within 1,000 feet of you.
I don't think I've got the same...
If the object is in motion, you know the direction of its movement.
Okay. Are you going to tell anyone that you're doing this?
I might just say...
If you suddenly start casting a spell, they're all going to turn on you.
Like, yeah. I'm going to sort of... precipitate it with, hang on, I know something that might help us. And then she's going to start casting Locate Object.
Okay. I'm going to make a roll.
Oh
boy. Wow, that is a nat 20. Okay, so as you cast the spell, it's quite an intricate spell. You draw the circle out and you envisage these fucking massive ass glasses that you saw on this man last time you saw him. And as you cast the spell, there is a thunderous bang outside, and suddenly people start screaming.
Oh, time to go.
Yeah.
Time to go.
She didn't do that.
The matron
You
points
told us what
at Dracera. What the fuck did you just do?
I'm trying to locate his glasses.
Heliodor's just going to rush for the balcony.
Okay.
Just to go look out over the city. Just...
Yeah,
Can I still keep casting the spell?
you can. How long does it take to cast?
10 minutes.
Okay, so you're in the process of it whilst Heliodor is running outside. Is anyone going with Heliodor?
Craig will go over because he's fine-eyed. As
Yeah.
you say.
And Heliodor will also be like, Matron!
Yeah, the matron will point at the rest of the council, keep an eye on her, make sure she's not fucking around, before heading out to the balcony. And as you guys head out, you can see across where you saw the first sigil, the Wall of Force has been cast. And across I believe, how long is it?
It's quite big.
It's quite big. It's like a dome that has appeared in the middle of the marketplace. Though Heliodor, because you cast Identify on it, you recognise that Wall of Force shouldn't be this powerful. This is a supercharged spell. Somebody has made this significantly more powerful than it should be. You do not know by what means, but something has made this significantly bigger, and the dome has taken out half of the market. All of the stalls have been blown to pieces. If they are in the within where the wall has settled on the floor, they are shredded, and that includes the people that were there, if there were any people there. Though you can tell by the screaming that people are migrating to that area to see what is happening. But you can see this easily 70-foot by 70-foot dome has just appeared and has taken over a section of the marketplace.
I think Heliodor kind of like, his knees buckle a bit, and he kind of like, as he's looking, and just kind of like, Oh my. Father gods. Matron, Graham, what's valuable in this city? What needs protecting? Make it protected.
She is staring out over the city as this first spell is released, staring at the carnage of the stalls that have been caught within, and the panic of her people. And she just doesn't seem to have words. For a few moments she's kind of staring out. She looks over to you. She's like, the people are all that matter. We need to get everyone safe. Somewhere safe now.
Down below, down to the religious hall beneath.
I get them into the temple.
But do not take them in straight away. Get people in to check it first. Because if the same thing has happened down there... Oh no. He kind of looks behind them and says, was there anyone in here during the tithe?
No, we were...
Check the room! Check the room, now!
What?
He kind of
yeah.
down and he's like checking, like looking over absolutely everything he can.
Roll an investigation check, guys.
Yep. You take that side of the room, I'll take this. Shit,
Oh, that's a 4.
Oh, damn it. 16.
Okay. So, Curry, you are so panicked that you're kind of looking around. You can't see anything. You are. It's almost like you are just in a haze of I need to find something. People are in danger. What do I do? Heliodor, the first thing you see as you turn around is right on the back of the matron's chair is this sigil.
Out. Everyone out. Actually, no. That one's dangerous. Heliodor runs up to it and pulls out the chisel and the hammer and casts a spell magic on it.
I'm gonna make you roll an Arcana check.
Oh Christ. Okay. Thankfully I'm good at those, but 16. Again.
16. Okay. So as you're getting the spell prepared in order to dispel it, you are looking at the sigil. This purple light that is flickering over it almost has like an iridescent quality to it. It reminds you of adamantine. It reminds you of raw magic, of the mother magic. You dispel it. There is a gigantic crack now in the back of the matron's throne, but the spell is no longer active. Whatever it was is not going to release anytime soon.
Okay, this room is safer, but I don't think this is actually a safe place to be.
How far into the spell am I?
Dracera, you are almost complete with the spell.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of turns back and looks at what did you find it?
Back of the matron's chair. I didn't bother to identify it. I thought I should just get rid of it.
Oh, would this not be one of the best places to put people then?
To put people? Oh no, the in here is probably not good. Need to check the downstairs, or we get somebody else to do that. What do we do? Matron, it's kind of your call here.
She runs her hand over the sigil, and she is staring very intensely at it. They're fucking everywhere, aren't they? How the fuck did they get in?
How did they get in?
That door is guarded. There's only one way in and one way out.
Yeah, but I say, it was flashes and silhouettes. It, teleportation spell.
Do you think they teleported in here?
That is, I am not sure of many other ways I could have got around that.
Heliodor goes pale and runs for the door
Okay.
and runs down the stairs. And I want to see if Tanzanite is still there.
Tanzanite is outside the door as you open it. He's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is going on in there? I heard a bunch of yelling.
Are you the only one who guards this door?
Guards this door? No, I usually guard the door downstairs. The other
Who
door.
usually guards this door?
I mean, they're two young'uns from the barracks. I mean, I could go find them. Why?
Somebody intended to kill Gram or do something to her, but they managed to get a sigil on the back of the chair. And
Fucking assassins.
oh
shit.
can I want to insight him.
Okay.
Natural 20.
He looks panicked, but he is a guard. It is his job to be the stoic face of calm amidst panic. He is difficult to read.
With a oh,
He is your brother.
yeah.
It is very, very, very unlikely that he would lie to you.
Okay. Okay.
Are we evacuating people? What the fuck are we doing?
I check. Make sure. Violet Matron commands that people be evacuated down into the temple below. However, it must be checked first to make sure that the same thing is not happening down there. So, send some guards down first, and then start funneling people down.
Right, I'll get that sorted. Are you dealing with Graham?
All this. Aye.
And Ma. Is Ma okay?
Aye. Everyone's fine.
Right.
Up here.
Okay. And he like shakes his shoulders a little bit as if to like, all right, putting it on, and heads off at speed, down the stairs, out into the city.
Nice.
Sarah,
Come back in. But yeah.
you pick up on the glasses. They're somewhere in the city, but you can feel them within the residential district.
I know where he is. We need to go to the residential district.
Pokes her head out from round the side of her chair. What?
Where Bakaran is. We have to go to the residential district.
You found him already?
Yes. We should go.
And she moves. She's like, fine, yes, go. I'm assigning you 5 to sorting the shit out. I want to find out where the fuck he is and what the fuck is happening. I'm gonna get everything sorted with these sigils. Otherwise, people are going to die, and I'm not risking my people.
Okay, maybe it would be best having someone else look around this room again as well in case there are more of those sigils in here.
Now they know what they're looking for because you've given them a copy. The rest of the council begin to move around the room, and start looking around for these sigils.
Heliodor will come in and say, Tanzanite is beginning the evacuation process down to the temple.
Good. I know I can trust that boy. Right, you get moving now. Get back to me as soon as you can. And stay safe.
You too.
I'll do my fucking best.
Kill anyone who tries to hurt you.
Oh, don't worry. I've done it before. I'll do it again.
Nah.
You're scaring me.
Oh, when it's the old grizzled ones that are just, they know exactly what the fuck they're doing.
Right, and I guess Heliodor will look at Dracera and go, please lead the way.
Follow me.
With that, we're gonna end the session.
Ah, damn! Holy shit! That was insane. Oh my god, the city's gonna be on fire. Fuck, I am so fucking sus of Norfelder and Thamrot. So sus.
I bet it's Thamrot. I was gonna do detect thoughts on him as well.
That
I
would be
was thinking
sus as
that.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, this was a tense
I-
one.
I'm so sus of those two. I think Pebblefoot has been kidnapped
Yeah.
because he saw something that he shouldn't. And Norfelder and or Thamrot are conspiring.
Dun
Fear.
dun dun dun. Alright,
Holy shit!
you guys
that
have
was
to find out
amazing.
next session next week. When I've
Join
actually
us
fucking
next time
planned
for
it.
Cluedo. To find who killed who with what.
Oh god.
Ooh.
Don't tempt fate. We'll see you
No.
next week. Hopefully same time. If not, I will be a corpse.
I
Thank
will
you for coming.
make it on time as well.
You're only a wee bit late, so it's okay. But yeah, see you then. Thank you for coming. Bye.
Thank you.